Right, okay, so here's something else I've just come across, which I saw yesterday, I believe it was. It was to do with the flags going up and how the council were changing the way they were wording it to make it sound, to counteract basically the disputes. And now they're basically saying obviously it's a danger to drivers because of falling items from flags and stuff like that. It's not me saying it, it's them saying it, which basically, let's face it, that this don't think a clip from a flag falling down from a pole is going to really do a lot of damage apart from maybe scratch the front of a car, maybe. Which none of us want that, do we? Because it's expensive to repaint your car. But the fact of the matter is, I don't think that there are. I don't. I was thinking about this, and I don't really. I think basically what this is the local authorities doing what they've been doing for a while, as far as I can tell, and that's basically creating, and the government creating separatism between different cultures. um, I think a lot of this stuff that comes out is not necessarily local people complaining. I think they're trying to be too politically correct. Let me know what you think. Do you think this is really complete people complaining? Because living in Birmingham, I mean, we've lived side by side for many years, and there's never really been any issues to do with flags. And obviously, it's only about the last couple of years these things are starting to get more and more. And it's there's never really been any major issues as far as I remember looking back 5 6 years ago. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, comment below if I'm wrong. Basically of problems with you know people complaining about people of different cultures doing different things, celebrating different, obviously their own diversity, etc. There's never really, it's only been recently this has happened, and I think this is basically the the local authorities and the government trying to basically kind of suck up to the demographics. And I don't think the demographics are actually asking for this. I don't think that it's necessarily the local people. It'd be quite interesting to see if anybody who is from obviously this sort of culture, from obviously is a Muslim or anything like that, who actually, if any of you guys watch this, let me know your thoughts. Is this a problem for someone from yourself that basically having a British flag up and for people to celebrate during, obviously a specific, an important day like this? Let me know in your comments below. It'd be interesting to know what thoughts are of people from different nationalities and stuff, because I think a lot of the stuff that's happened and is happening isn't basically being manipulated. I think basically there's certain people behind all this, like people within authority position that are basically manipulating things to basically keep us arguing amongst ourselves. Now, there's always going to be some sort of separatism between different classes and religions. There's always going to be that sort of thing, if you know what I mean. It's been going on for a long time. It's not a new thing. Sometimes it's just basically a lack of agreement, and sometimes some people, we don't always never have to agree. But with as a society, to be fair, we have lived very peacefully side by side each other for a long time. Apart from the odd bits here and there through history, and it's kind of calmed down quite quickly. And obviously, it's recently with all the stuff to do with the immigration and stuff that's basically kind of catapulted a lot of this stuff. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts below. I would really be interested to know from someone who's from obviously maybe the Muslim community or something like that, what their thoughts are on these flags. Is it a problem for? Do they have a problem? And I don't think they do. I don't think they do. I know a lot of Muslim people. I've met a lot of Muslim people, and I've worked with a lot of people, and I know a lot. I've spoken to a lot of people, and I've never really got the gist that they hate British culture. I mean, obviously there are certain area factions, but then there's always going to be certain factions in any race, if you know what I mean. There's always good side and bad side of all races, but the majority of people I know who are from that background haven't really. I've never known them to be, unless they're behind closed doors, because you know what people say behind closed doors. Never really had a problem with me or people I know, and they've never had a really problem with, British culture. But I think it's not necessarily them. I think, I mean, obviously it's going to kind of multiply because obviously this stuff that's coming out, but I don't think it's necessarily the community that's escalating this. I think it's certain people within positions of authority in the local authorities and government positions that are actually escalating this and basically trying to cause us to argue amongst each other, to basically and bicker, to distract us from some of the things that we should be looking at, like saying government things, sort of thing. Anyway, like for instance, laws that are being passed. So while we're fighting amongst each other, the government are passing certain laws, like the digital laws and stuff like that, to and from what believed to be soon the cashless system. So they're pushing all this through the back door while we're all fighting amongst each other. That's the thing. Anyway, let me know your thoughts below in the comment section. Let me know what you think. All right, bye for now.